Welcome back to Kevin's All Reads. I hope you're doing well. I have a book haul. Yeah. So let's get into it before I start feeling guilty that I did a book haul. So yeah, another book haul. Well, let's get into it. So I went to my local library and wanted to check around, not necessarily looking for books. I was actually going for some brochures and information. Just a little foreshadowing for what is to come. What I'm working on. I'm working on a video about my local library here in my hometown. And I thought it would be interesting to do kind of a longer video, kind of a documentary presentational type about my library. Yes, a lot of you are like, hey, why do I care about your library that I'm never going to see? You don't, but I think libraries are something that are impactful in communities and mean a lot. And obviously we're on here because we like books. So I thought it'd be interesting to talk about my local library, talk about the history of it, how it came to be, why it's named what it is, the services they offer, stuff like that. I thought it'd be interesting to do the research, put together something for you all. And I thought it would just kind of be like a passion project. And so I don't really have an ETA yet, but yeah, I was there looking for some information, brochures and such. Obviously I know the name and know a little bit about it, but I wanted to get a little more information. And lo and behold, they had their section where they have free books and books that they're trying to get rid of on haul for a quarter. And I went over and just browsed. It's a little, 8-foot table and a little area, and then there's a couple carts. And lo and behold, I found a couple gems. So I found 6 hardback books, several of them in library Mylar, that cost me $1.50. They were a quarter each, and I couldn't pass them up. I have Up in Honey's Room by Elmore Leonard in hardback. Don't know anything about it. No, I don't have it, and no, I like Elmore Leonard. And I found Elmore Leonard's Raylan. Pretty interested in that, and so I realized it's a series. I don't have any other books. I think this is a later one in the series, but I couldn't pass that up. I mean, a quarter each, so I got those. Then I also noticed, and I read this book, Bad Monkey, by Carl Hyacin a while back, and it was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but it is a book in a series, and so I thought, hey, if I ever see another book from him, I might try it out. Well, they had 4 Carl Hyacin novels, and so I got Basket Case, Sick Puppy, Razor Girl, and Nature Girl. And I believe these are all part of a series, and I will let you know. I could be wrong, but I picked them up at a quarter a piece. I couldn't pass these up. Several of them are Mylar, so yeah, you can't. $1.50 for 6 hardbacks, you just can't pass that up. And so then I've been talking about this for a while. I've been trading emails with Joseph at Joseph Read Books. We've been talking about the Travis McGee series. I know there's been a couple other of you out there that said, hey, if you ever get a chance, I know you like series, try out Travis McGee. Comes from kind of that pulp noir. The writer, John McDonald, comes from that pulp noir style. And so I was at a used store and I picked up a box set of some of the novels. They were a mix match of the series. And so I went ahead and picked up these 5 Travis McGee novels. So I picked up the first one, The Deep Blue Goodbye, which is going to be on my TBR. I picked up Bright Orange for the Shroud, A Purple Place for Dying, Nightmare in Pink, and The Quick Red Fox. Obviously you can tell there's a color element in most of the titles, but I picked these up because I had the first couple are in here in the series, and I definitely wanted to try them out. I think McDonald, like McBain is going to be one of those I just connect with immediately. So I picked up those 5 off of Thrift Books. I picked those out and I got a really good deal on them. And I had free book credits to use too, so it cost me pretty cheap. Then I went to a used bookstore and was checking around, and I came across a few books that I picked up. For $1, I found Last of the Breed by Lou L'Amour, paperback. I was really excited about that. And then I found Pronto by Elmore Leonard. And I believe this is one of the first books in the Raylan, I don't know if it's Raylan Givens series. I don't know if that's the name of it, but it's based on Justified on TV, which I've never watched. But I picked it up for $1. I picked this up for a couple bucks. It's a brand new copy of the Iliad by Homer. And it is in this Signet Classics edition. So I was really happy about that. I picked up The Last Bow by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm very excited about that. It's a World's Classic edition. That was really cool. And then I paid a couple bucks. I mean, this one was like $6, but it's almost brand new. But I've been looking for this. A lot of you suggested this, especially when I read the Philip K. Dick story that was spawned the movie Total Recall. I picked up The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick. This beautiful little hardback edition from it's a really, really nice condition. It's like brand new, but $5, I mean, can't go wrong. But I'm really happy about that. A lot of you said this is a really good one to read, and so I picked that up. And then and then we had a video that Pat did. It was a book tag video where she tagged some of her favorite friends, and based on what she knew about them, she suggested some books, and I was one of the ones she picked. And I can't remember the name of that book tag, but she gave me some books that she thought I might like, and I immediately went out to Thrift Books and got them. So she knew I like series, so she recommended the Kay Scarpetta series by Patricia Cornwell. So I went out and found the first book, which is Postmortem, and I went and got that. She also knew I liked some of the detective series, older style writings, and so she suggested The Archer Files by Ross McDonald, and I picked up this omnibus collection that has all of these in here, along with, it has the complete short stories of Lou Archer, Private Investigator, and it has some case notes in the back as well, so I picked up a copy of it. It's a little beat up, but I got a good deal on it. She also suggested, because she knows I like short stories, and she knows I've been reading Ray Bradbury, to pick up this collection, The Golden Apples of the Sun, and so I picked up this Ray Bradbury collection that she suggested, and she had a copy of this. I think she had it in hardback, but really excited about that. And then, again, because she knows I like short stories, she's like, hey, I really think you'd like this, The Best American Short Stories of the Century, John Updike, edited by Katrina Kinnison, this huge collection. It has a ton of short stories. And I'm tempted, to do more short stories. I know I do Saturday shorts, but I'm tempted to do some just here and there, just read short stories and do reviews on them on the channel a little more. Not to bolster content, I put enough videos out as it is, but I thought about maybe doing some odds and end reviews where I do kind of a collab. No, that's not the right word. I do a collage of where I pick like 3 or 4 different short stories where I read them and review them, or maybe 5 or 6 or something like that. I've thought about that. I've kicked that around. Don't know if it's a good idea or not, but thanks to Pat, at Book Chat with Pat, she recommended these 4 books, so I went and picked them up, and I'm really happy about that. Obviously, I trust her recommendations. She knows my taste very well, and so I'm excited to get into those, especially the short stories as well. The Archer stuff sounds really cool. It's a matter of time when I can get to them, that kind of thing. The Kay Scarpetta series sounds really good, yeah. So I'm excited to have those, and definitely looking forward to it. And then something that I've been talking about a long time, As you know, in my weekly wrap-ups, for a while, I was toting and supporting and promoting some of the subscribers that I have and channels I'm subscribed to where they have their independent authors. And so I went out there and picked up some of their books. And so we'll start off with Mr. Eric Wag. So Eric has his own YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out. But he's also a published author. And I picked up book 1 and book 2 from Eric Wag's. This is the Scarday, the Wandering Sword, book 1 and 2. So you got book 1, The Citadel of the Seven Swords. And book 2 is Weird of the Skull Totem. And so I picked both of those up. Really cool kind of cover art on there. Really like those. Looking forward to reading those. And then, as you know, Nicole, and Nicole's Bookish Nook is a published author. Goes by a couple different names. But this one is under Nicole Brona. I believe I'm sorry, Nicole, if I mispronounce it. But it is A Midnight Detective Agency, The Obsidian Murders. And so I definitely was interested in this. And then I was reading the back cover once it came in. I got it on Amazon, and one of the main girls on here, her name's Tessa, just like my daughter. So I thought that was really cool. But I'm excited to get into this as well. Seems like a quick read. It seems like something that might be up my alley. And so definitely I'm interested. And so thanks, Nicole, for the recommendation, and I'm looking forward to this. And then Secret Fire Books, Tim is an author as well, and I picked up Sand and Steel by Mr. T.H. Brand, and I'm really excited about this. It's a collection, an anthology of 5 sorceress stories of blood, thunder, and heroic fantasy. On the back, the blurb says, Golden Rice by The Sign of the Cross, Mage Killer, A Notch in the Knife, and Silver Wings. So I'm looking forward to this. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to read a couple of these for Saturday Shorts soon. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited about this. And then Josh Dean, he has been commenting on my channel, been a regular. I found out he was a published author, and I picked up The Anubis Stone by Josh Dean. And so I'm really interested into getting into kind of this story as well. It's a novella, but it sounds really interesting from what he described. And so I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, it should be a quick read. And then last but certainly not least, Thomas McNulty. And so Thomas is one of the great channels, the McNulty Book Corral. I picked up Trail of the Burned Man by Thomas McNulty. This is part of a series, and so I'm really looking forward to this. The back of it says, when Rafe Morgan rides into a Wyoming town called Twisted Oak, he gets into a saloon brawl and horribly disfigures an outlaw named Dutch Williams. Vowing revenge, Dutch and his men pillage the town and take 2 hostages, including the marshal's daughter. Rafe joins Deputy U.S. Marshal Ethan O'Hara and a small posse, and they hunt for Dutch. But they soon realize Dutch didn't take hostages to be negotiable. He took them as bait. Yeah, and I'm not going to read any more because I don't want to spoil myself. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this as well. I'm really excited to share these with you. Obviously, I'm really excited to support independent authors, self-published authors, and so these are going to be on the back half of the year for sure. I'm doing a lot. I know this is going to be a longer video, but I'm doing a lot of buddy reads right now, reading some bigger books. Count of Monte Cristo's on the horizon, so that's going to be a big one. We're going to do it over a couple months, me and DG from Colonel Mustard in the library. And I'm doing some other buddy reads with Rowdy and Josh and Logan, and I think Faceless is still going to do his buddy read with me as well. And then the back half of the year, I'm really going to focus on series that I like, whether it's 87th Precinct, hopefully Travis McGee, hopefully more Cork O'Connor, getting back to I would like to get the Virgil Flowers going again. And then I'm going to really enjoy some of these independent authors and read some of their stuff and review them on the channel. So I'm looking forward to that. And who knows, I might get, like you all, get in a mood and get tempted to maybe throw one in on a whim and read it in one weekend afternoon kind of thing. So, but that's my haul. I'm really proud about this one. I don't know what it is. You know, I've had some really big and great hauls. There's something about this, you know, supporting my local library, Pat recommending those books, finding some books that you all recommended as well, and then supporting or excuse me, working with, you know, another booktuber talking about Travis McGee and getting excited about another series like that. But then, and most importantly, supporting independent authors and their books. I mean, I don't know how you can't go wrong with this. I mean, they're beautiful books too, by the way, and I'm really excited about them. So that's me. I'm long-winded on this one. Hopefully you can speed it up, but that's my book haul. I hope you enjoy this, and I will talk to you all on the next one. Thanks.